Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. Y&R spoilers Thursday, August 28th, confrontation, bold move, a mother's worry. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, August 28th imply some bombshells on the horizon in Genoa City. Two old revivals have a heated exchange, while someone makes a bold move and a mother worries. Find out what's set to go down during Thursday's show, below. What is this? Jackie vs. the Mustache. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, August 28th suggest that fans should gear up for yet another confrontation between Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Victor Newman, Eric Braeden. Make sure to check out our weekly Y&R spoilers, here. These two men have shared a decades-old feud, and every time they clash, Y&R viewers are on the edge of their seats. This time around, they'll be bantering back and forth about family matters, so it'll be interesting to see their encounter. Kyle Abbott's bold move. Across town, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will make a bold move, and it sounds like this has to do with Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. There's a ton of drama in their relationship, as Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, attempted to break them up, all part of her deal with Victor, and failed. Still, as Audra has poked at Claire and attempted to create some doubt in her mind about their relationship, what kind of bold move could Kyle make? He's also feeling mighty guilty about not telling Claire about the kiss he shared with Audra in Nice, so there's that, too. Read this, The Young and the Restless spoilers, Nick and Sienna Bacall find love, Sharon loses to Tamara Braun's character? Fire Y&R shock, Kyle Abbott's bold move stuns Genoa City, will he lose everything? The Young and the Restless never fails to deliver jaw-dropping drama, and now all eyes are on Kyle Abbott as he makes a daring move that could change everything in his life, his family's legacy, and his future with those he loves most. For years, Kyle has been caught between loyalty to the Abbott name and his desire to forge his own path, but this time, the stakes have never been higher. Fans are buzzing about whether his latest risky decision will lead to triumph or total devastation. In Genoa City, bold moves can either crown a victor or crush a soul, and Kyle may soon find out which side he will land on. Kyle Abbott has always carried the heavy burden of being Jack Abbott's son. From the moment he returned to Genoa City as a young man, he was expected to step up and embody the Abbott pride. The family company, Jabot, was not just a business but a symbol of everything the Abbotts had fought to protect through decades of rivalries with the Newman clan and other powerful families. Kyle has had his share of victories, but he has also stumbled. Fans remember his passionate romances, his devastating heartbreaks, and his constant tug-of-war with both his heart and his ambition. But nothing compares to the gamble he has just made, one that has left his father Jack wary, his mother Diane fearful, and his on-again, off-again love Summer in total disbelief. The bold move in question has layers that will shake Genoa City to its core. Kyle's decision to go head-to-head with some of the most ruthless players in town proves he is no longer content to sit on the sidelines. He has taken an action so risky that it could either cement him as the next great power in Genoa City or bring his family empire crashing down. Viewers know that in the world of Y&R, boldness comes with a price, and Kyle may have signed a deal that leaves him with far more enemies than allies. At the heart of Kyle's decision is the question of legacy. Is he doing this for himself, or is he doing it to prove to his father and the entire Abbott clan that he is capable of leading? Jack has always carried Jabot like a crown, guiding it through storms while fending off Newman interference, hostile takeovers, and family betrayals. But as Jack ages, there is an unspoken question: who will carry the torch when he no longer can? Kyle has often wanted to be seen as the rightful heir, but he has been overshadowed by mistakes, scandals, and his own tendency to follow his heart rather than his head. This time, Kyle's bold move is more than business, it's personal. Summer Newman's reaction to Kyle's decision underscores the emotional fallout of this storyline. Once a solid couple, Kyle and Summer have been fractured by lies, family feuds, and outside interference. Summer has always wanted stability, but Kyle's restless nature and his willingness to gamble everything for power may be the final straw. When she learned about his plan, she reportedly told him he was acting recklessly, putting not only his career but also their potential future as a family on the line. The idea that Kyle could lose Summer again is almost as crushing as the possibility that he could lose Jabot itself. Meanwhile, Diane Jenkins Abbott, Kyle's mother, is panicked by her son's audacity. Diane fought hard to return to Genoa City, rebuild her life, and earn her place in the Abbott family again. Seeing Kyle step into dangerous waters threatens everything she worked for. Diane's maternal instincts are on fire, and she may soon clash with Jack as the two debate whether they should intervene in Kyle's plan, or let him learn a painful lesson the hard way. Then there's the Newman factor. No storyline in Y&R is complete without a Newman waiting in the wings to exploit an Abbott misstep. Victor Newman has spent decades trying to outwit Jack, and now that Kyle has put himself on the line, the mustache may see this as the perfect opportunity to strike. Victor thrives on power plays, and if Kyle has overplayed his hand, the Newman patriarch will waste no time in swooping in. Could Kyle's bold move actually end up delivering Jabot right into Victor's hands? Fans are holding their breath as the battle lines are drawn. Adding more fuel to the fire is Audra Charles, who has become one of the most calculating figures in Genoa City. Audra has always been drawn to ambition, and Kyle's decision might just make him an irresistible ally, or a vulnerable target. If she senses weakness, she could manipulate him into aligning with her, further entangling Kyle in schemes that could cost him everything. For fans, the mere thought of Audra getting her claws into Kyle spells disaster, as her loyalties shift like the wind and she rarely plays fair. What makes this storyline so riveting is the way it ties together multiple themes that define the young and the restless: ambition, family, betrayal, and romance. Kyle's bold move is not simply about a business maneuver, it's about proving himself, fighting for his place in the Abbott dynasty, and taking risks in love and life. The fallout could spark ripple effects throughout Genoa City, dragging in allies and enemies alike. From Billy Abbott's inevitable opinion to Ashley Abbott's sharp tongue, the entire family will have something to say, and none of it will be subtle. Longtime fans know that Kyle has always struggled with identity. He is the product of Abbott pride, yet he has often been dismissed as too young, too rash, or too emotional to lead. By stepping into this role, Kyle is demanding respect, but respect in Genoa City is earned with blood, sweat, and more than a few broken hearts. If his gamble pays off, he could finally step out of his father's shadow and become a powerhouse in his own right. But if it fails, he could not only lose Jabot but also alienate his family, his friends, and the woman. What happens next will define Kyle Abbott for years to come. Will he rise to the occasion and shock everyone by pulling off the impossible? Or will his bold move end in catastrophe, leaving him with nothing but regrets? The beauty of the young and the restless is that the line between victory and disaster is always razor thin, and right now, Kyle is walking it like never before. Genoa City is watching. Jack is watching. Victor is watching. And fans everywhere are waiting with bated breath to see if Kyle Abbott will emerge as a king, or be left with nothing but ashes. One thing is certain, this bold move has forever changed the game. Kyle Abbott is no longer just Jack's son, he's a man staking his claim in a ruthless world where power can vanish in an instant. But will his daring decision cost him everything he holds dear? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, Genoa City will never be the same again. Victoria Newman worries. Finally, the young and the restless spoilers for Thursday indicate that Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, will worry about Claire's future. What is this? Could it be that Kyle's bold move is proposing to Claire? That would be a cause of concern for Vicky, especially considering all the problems Claire and Kyle have had as of late. Plus, Victoria may not want Claire to be so tied down. After all, Kyle is her first boyfriend ever. Vicky has been good at not pushing Claire and allowing her daughter to make her own decisions. However, in this particular case, will she intervene? What are you most excited about seeing during Thursday's show? Comment below. Watch your favorite CBS soap daily and astonished face Victoria Newman in crisis. What has the powerful CEO so distraught in Genoa City? Victoria Newman has long been the picture of strength and resilience in Genoa City. As the heir to Victor Newman's empire and the woman who has weathered more storms than most could ever endure, she has cultivated an image of power, control, and unwavering determination. But recent events have shaken that confidence to its core, leaving Victoria more vulnerable than fans have seen in years. What could possibly have the once untouchable CEO of Newman Enterprises looking so distraught? The answer may lie in a combination of family betrayal, corporate warfare, and personal turmoil that is threatening to unravel everything she has worked so hard to build. Victoria is no stranger to crisis. From her complicated romances to her high-stakes business moves, she has walked a tightrope between personal happiness and professional dominance for decades. Yet, those close to her have begun to notice a shift, an uneasiness in her demeanor that signals something is deeply wrong. For a woman who has stood toe-to-toe with Victor Newman himself and emerged with her head held high, it takes more than just a minor setback to rattle her. The whispers in Genoa City suggest that Victoria's worries stem from more than one direction, and that the perfect storm may be brewing to test her loyalty, her ambition, and even her heart. The Newman name carries immense weight, but it also brings with it endless conflict. Victoria has been at the helm of Newman Enterprises on and off for years, often stepping in when her father deemed her strong enough, or sometimes when he wanted to manipulate her into proving herself. Despite her successes, Victor has never stopped playing his own power games, pitting his children against one another, dangling the keys to the kingdom in front of them, and reminding them that only the strongest can truly lead. For Victoria, this constant battle to not only earn but maintain her father's respect has left lasting scars. Now, it appears those old wounds may be reopening as Victor once again shifts his focus, leaving Victoria worried that her position may not be as secure as she once believed. Then, there is the matter of Adam Newman, Victoria's ever-volatile brother. Adam's schemes and constant need for recognition have repeatedly disrupted her life and career. Whether through blackmail, betrayal, or outright sabotage, Adam has proven time and time again that he will do whatever it takes to carve out a place for himself within the Newman dynasty. Victoria has fought him at every turn, but whispers around Genoa City suggest Adam may be making his most dangerous move yet, one that could destabilize Newman Enterprises and put Victoria's leadership directly at risk. Could Adam's actions be at the root of her current anxieties? Of course, business is only one half of the equation. Victoria's personal life has always been complicated, filled with heartbreak, betrayal, and choices that have left her questioning her own judgment. Her relationship with Nate Hastings seemed to offer a new beginning, a chance at passion and partnership after years of turmoil. But trust issues linger, and Victoria knows better than most that love in Genoa City is rarely simple. Nate's own ambition has been called into question more than once, and his ties to Audra Charles have raised suspicions. Victoria's instinct is to stay vigilant, but her heart longs for stability. The possibility that her latest romance could end in betrayal has added fuel to her growing sense of unease. Family drama continues to weigh heavily on her as well. With her children growing and becoming more aware of the Newman legacy, Victoria feels the pressure to not only protect them but also to shield them from the darker side of the family empire. Balancing motherhood with the ruthless demands of being CEO has always been a challenge, but lately, the burden seems heavier than ever. Could Victoria be struggling with the fear that her children will one day resent her choices, or worse, that they will become pawns in the very power games she has fought so hard to escape? The ripple effect of her crisis reaches even further when considering the ever-present rivalry between the Newmans and the Abbotts. Jack Abbott's moves at Jabot have created renewed tension, and there is speculation that Kyle Abbott's recent decisions could spark another round of corporate warfare. Victoria knows all too well that the business world is unforgiving, and one wrong step could allow the Abbotts, or even Tucker McCall, to exploit her vulnerabilities. In moments like these, the stakes are higher than ever, leaving her with sleepless nights and mounting stress. What makes Victoria's current turmoil so striking is how uncharacteristic it is for her to openly show worry. She has built her reputation on being calculated, poised, and often cold in the face of adversity. Yet, cracks are beginning to show. Sources close to the Newman family suggest that Victoria has been confiding in Nikki Newman more than usual, seeking guidance from her mother in a way that hints at genuine fear for what's ahead. Nikki, of course, knows her daughter's struggles all too well, and while she remains a source of strength, even she may not be able to shield Victoria from what's coming. The larger question looming over Genoa City is whether Victoria can withstand this perfect storm of challenges. Will her resilience shine through once again, proving that she is her father's true heir? Or will the mounting pressure from